Rush, Pleasure at Home, Book 1. Written by Beth Yarnall. Narrated by Stephen Barnett. Chapter 1. Miyuki Price-Jones held up the shocking pink, multiple O vibrator, flipped the switch and... nothing. No reversible rotating head, no quivering bunny ears, and no massaging beads. For the third time this week, she'd turned on a toy only to end up frustrated. "Davy!" Crosby yelled from somewhere in the darkened television studio. The young man in the corner jumped, then shuffled over to the man sitting in a faded director's chair. "Yes, Mr. Crosby?" "Your job is simple. Put the batteries in the toys. Test them to make sure they work. And don't give me a reason to kick your ass all the way to Tuscaloosa!" Rob Crosby, the director of the adult home shopping show, Pleasure at Home, pinched the bridge of his nose. All Miyuki, or Mai, could see was the top of Crosby's balding head, but she could tell he'd had it with Davy. He was going to fire him, even though none of this was his fault. It was sabotage. Again. She set the multiple O vibrator down on the faux walnut coffee table next to the other sex toys she would be showcasing today, and stood to get Crosby's attention. "I'm sure it's not Davy's fault. Maybe we got a bad batch of batteries, or more likely Davy is an incompetent idiot who couldn't find his own ass with both hands and a map," Crosby shouted. Crosby was always shouting. It had taken Mai 3 weeks to stop flinching every time he opened his mouth. Crosby turned on Davy. "Did you even put batteries in it?" Davy bobbed his head. "Yes, sir." Without wavering his glare at Davy, Crosby barked, "Check it, Mai. And so help me, Davy." Crosby pointed a finger at the young man. "If 4 double A's don't pop out the bottom of that thing, your ass is grass." Someone's ass was always grass or otherwise in jeopardy with Crosby. Mai picked up the multiple O and opened the bottom of it. 4 batteries sat there, nestled properly with the plus and minus ends exactly as they should be. "Davy's right. There must be something wrong with the batteries." She tipped the device upright and switched it on. Still nothing. "Or the vibrator." Crosby threw the sheaf of papers in his hands, sending them floating down around him. "God damn it! Somebody get me some goddamn batteries that work! Of all the incompetent, backwoods, inbred—" "Crosby?" Mai interrupted. "Why don't I just take the batteries from one of the other—" "Davy can do it!" Crosby stood up. "Take 5, everybody. When I get back, every single one of those goddamn things better work, or your ass is hitting the pavement. Hear me, Davy? And somebody pick up those goddamn papers!" He turned and stormed off in the direction of the studio offices. "Mai, with me!" Mai handed the multiple O to Davy with a mumbled apology. Even though there was often no good excuse for Crosby's bad behavior, she still felt like she had to apologize for him. Davy waved it off as most did when she made the gesture, his long blonde hair hanging like a curtain as he bent over his task. "Ain't your fault, Miss Mai. Better catch up before he starts threatening you, too." Mai turned to follow Crosby and caught sight of a man she'd never seen before, standing against the wall just out of the reach of the stage lights, his face fully shadowed. He was large, well over 6 feet tall and as broad as a double wide. Something about the way he stood still, yet humming with energy, caused an answering rhythm to thrum from deep inside her. Her pulse kicked up, generating a near fight-or-flight sensation that sent her senses into overdrive. Who was he? What was he doing here? "Mai!" She jumped, her focus flickering to Crosby, then back to the man. "Coming," she answered, keeping her gaze on the man. She rounded the edge of the stage opposite him and stepped down. The man made no move, but she knew he watched her. Turning down the hall after Crosby, she should have felt relieved to be out of the man's sight, and yet she instantly missed the extra beat his attention had caused. Crosby sat at his desk, pulling a long drink from the flask he kept in his bottom drawer. He wiped away the bright pink drop from his bottom lip, but not before Mai had seen it. He thought he was fooling everyone by putting stomach medicine in a container meant for alcohol. And he was. Everyone but Mai. He looked
Sample complete. Ready to continue?